Hey, welcome back, my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. I'm in the book, and I'm getting further and further down this rabbit hole with this book that I wasn't even starting out with. I'm back to Egyptian Mysteries. It's a good breakdown of concepts I like to use. So I'm still here giving the information. Let's go. I got a good lesson for you. Wrapping it up. Let's go. Right is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. Let's go. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not. Excuse me, a person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here too. Wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right there, because know thyself and to my be true. I'm still in the book wrapping up the Netherlandian religion, okay, of the temple, okay. I'm wrap up the temple concept and then take you through the stages of African religion. There are 3 of them. I'm breaking down for you. Let's go. Wrapping it up, the Netherlandian concept. The outer peristyle area, which we call A, the first area where aspirants are allowed. There are 3 levels of aspirations. First of all is the aspiration, where you make the preparations to say, I would like to become a spiritual aspirant. In your case, I would like to become a right thinker. You say that to yourself. You ain't got to tell me nothing. You tuning in will show me. That's the difference. Okay? Now here, an ordinary person has experienced a desire, something you want for a spiritual awakening. You want to know who you are, so I'm your man. You got the right place. And there is now a conscious desire, a want to. So that's the way that I can help you now. Now I can guide you. If you don't have to want to, ain't nothing I can do for you. Now, because there's a conscious desire, now may I turn towards what? Spirituality instead of religion or just towards worldliness, things of the world. Spirituality is the way to go. Trust me. Okay. Now, otherwise, if you are out in the world, most people are, they think is you want to what? You want to be in business. I'm an entrepreneur. I want to be my own boss. I can't wait for nobody. Okay. You want to have fun. You want to party. Or you want to just enjoy things in life, which is your choice. Again. And you want to have a little spirituality. I want just in case. I believe in God just in case I have to. But guess what? He know your heart, so you ain't got to fake him out. Moving on. But that's fine. Okay, again, no problem. But in this case, your daily worship on the outside of the temple, you come to the temple and what? Make your offering every Sunday, put them in the till, and then you go home thinking, I'm religious. I'm a religious. Yeah, now, okay, I follow. I'm a Christian. That don't make you a Christian. Moving on. But if you come into the outer court area, which is the peristyle hall, this means that you aspire to what? Something more than just the ordinary mass of people. We're going to separate ourselves. See, the higher you are, the less people are, Some people satisfied down here. You leave them behind. You just keep going on. Okay, till you get satisfied. All right. And what is it to which you are aspiring? What is you want out of life? What do you want? If those are material things you want, I ain't your man. Okay. But when you are aspiring to go into a higher level of unconsciousness, knowing God for yourself, I'm your man. Materialistic stuff, not me. There are certain disciplines. There we go. Now, if you have no discipline, there are certain disciplines for all aspirants, aka right thinkers, and certain disciplines for those who are striving, which is what? To reach the next level after what? Just aspiring. Now you got to come get the lessons. Come get the lessons. You hear, comprehend, reflect, meditate, and then you implement for yourself. Okay? And the number 3 is prominent in this study. Why? Because there's always levels. There's always 3 levels of aspiration. And they are 1, aspiration, striving, and established. There are also 3 levels of religious studies. Remember the myth, the ritual, and the mysticism, the mystical experience, the enlightenment, same thing, masonry. First degree, independence, fellow craft, master degree. That 3 is significant, that's why, as we 3 agree. The outer parastyle court correlates with the levels of myths and aspirations. Why? Because the inner court with the hypostyle hall, that correlates to the ritual aspect. The outer part is just the myth. The next level is what? The ritual. You're going to practice it, your aspect of religion, and now you're striving to reach higher levels of aspirations. You're aspiring to get something. You're in search of something. There you go. The proverbial carrot, which is what? Self-knowledge. And watch this. Now, and at the Holy of Holies, that's up here, that correlates to what? To the mysticism, the experience, as the level of religion and the established level of aspiration. You reach the level where you should have gotten what you came here to get. Self-knowledge. Also, the trinity of who? Amun, Ra, Ptah correlates to that same scheme. And what we talk about, I showed you the picture before, but this is the diagram for the 3 levels we're about to talk about, the 3 stages of religion concepts. You got the original right here, not the original, but the universal. Then you got the African religion, and then you got right thinking philosophy, what we practice, we call semi-Tawi, okay, or Shita Nana, okay. I'm gonna break the 3 of them down for you right quick. Let's go through it. Yeah, we good. All right. What it is? The first one, it says stages of the African religion. The program of religion, the concept, the universal religion, all of them. The rules is the 3 stages. Myth is the first one. Everybody have a myth. Everybody got a story. Folklore, you sit around the campfire, the high priest or the sage, whoever is the shaman, told stories. Okay. From that point, they giving you information that you can go to sleep on, meditate about, reflect on, and hopefully implement it. That's the concept of religion. With the myth, you practice, learn, and understand. And then the ritual. You practice it. You put it into use. And what happened? The mystical metaphysics, something magical will happen. The serpent will rise. You'll start to feel the difference. You'll start to recognize something's going on within yourself. What? Only by doing the right thing. If you're sneaky, deceitful, conniving, the serpent won't wake up. Okay? I keep using serpent because the religion, Christians, y'all got the serpent really messed up. Kundalini serpent, it's all of us. That imaginary thing that awakens when what? Do-do-do-do-do. Our do-do-do-do for the serpent inside us is good deeds, righteous actions, righteous living. That's the music that it will dance to. Okay? Automatically. I opened my serpent power, didn't have a damn what. Reading about and learning, and I didn't know because I was implementing, that's what I was actually doing. Open up and I was going through the phrases. And when I hit the 4th one to my heart, I got a pet. It's been about almost 10 years now. Wow. Okay. But I've been conscious for a long time. Why? Because I went through the phases myself personally and didn't realize until they go ding, 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 ding. I hit the jackpot. And ever since then, I've been trying to get anybody to do what? Same thing for themselves. That's why I do what I do. It's all for you. Why? You should have the same experience. This is what the gospel is about. When I was out here doing wrong, y'all was all down for that. Now I got the good stuff. Nobody wants it, but I understand. I get it, but that's neither here nor there. I'm doing what I do for you. Check it out. The second stage to religions is you got the African religion. Got the book. They call it religion. We call it a system, a philosophy. Why? Because it was a teacher. It taught you about God. It gave you the blueprint how to act, what to do, and the rest is on you. That's why. And it worked like a charm for thousands of years until they came and they changed it. Moving on. Again, they, meaning white people, the white man. Moving on. They started African religion. We started out, watch this, storytelling. Okay, we use myths and proverbs. Now y'all use aphorism, yeah, anything to make you feel good about yourself. That's always been being done. I respect that. Again, I'll read the hymn books. The words sound good. It's all good stuff. I never said it wasn't. Moving on. The people who make it bad, those who practice it and misinterpret it and misuse it for other purposes, not the way it's intended. We know that. Man, always gonna taint it. Okay, moving on. Ritual. Again, we knew ritual. We practice ceremonies, but we also put virtuous and righteous living along with the ritual. Don't just learn the ritual, practice the ritual. That's the part that makes it worthwhile, because now you're going to have what? Ecstasy. It's going to happen for you. If you put the work in, I did this, and it happened like, wow. Now I'm paying you for that. Why? Because if you ain't, man, oh man, oh man, trust me. But it's the transcendental experience, that connection when you and God become one, when you realize you connected to God. I'm God. When you realize that, everything changes. The game changed now. You're woke. You see things the way they really are. Okay, you ain't looking through rose-colored glasses no more. Okay, you see the truth, and that's a fact. That's a concept. Our ancients practiced and lived for thousands of years harmoniously. Why? Everybody understood it and everybody practiced it. It's simple, all right? But then it wasn't a choice. That was it. That's all they needed. My pastor proved that fact. My pastor, I got a nice little extended library. I got a bunch of information. I got books about everything, about everybody's perspective. So yeah, I got worldly information. Yeah, that's fine. Now that, yeah, admirable. My pastor got one book. And I always say, he's just as smart as I am. He's the saint. I'm the sage. But we both know God. How he got there, how I got there, two different routes. But the fact that we there, that's the difference. And when you meet somebody at that level, all you can do is what? Respect what? That they there, not how they got there. It'll make a difference. Moving on. When we in jail, everybody can tell you how they got there. What's your charge? What's your charge? Okay, that's the low level. It's just like that on the high level, but in a positive. How about that? You ain't gonna meet a whole bunch of friends. I work hard. I put 30 years of this thing in. And my dude been doing it for over 40, so I get it. Why? He been doing it that way. I just did it, I did it my way. But when I got to the top of that mountain, when I got to God, and don't nothing make you feel better than what? A face of a good friend. When I saw my dude, oh man, why? I'm good. Why? If I don't care if nobody else show up, I don't care. Why? My man here, we good. That's why. So when you reach that level of what? Knowledge of self, ecstasy, bliss, anointment, whatever it is, just respect when somebody else is up there with you. Just know that they went through whatever they went through to get there too. That's all. And that's how the mutual respect is done. The last section, the last part, right thinking philosophy, this is us. Sema Sma Tawi. That's the Egyptian yoga that I mastered. And it's based on the teachings of the temple of Aset from the Aswan Egyptian. Okay, that's the philosophy Asar, Aset, Haru. That's the Aset, Asar, and excuse me. But that's the philosophy that we practice. I know in philosophy, Asarian philosophy, but it's about life. And if you learn it, study it, yeah, just like the book, it's you. Simple as that. You ain't the first one to do this. It's me. Ain't nothing new in the sun. Ain't nothing you conceived or thought about. They ain't already been conceived or thought about already. So whatever works for you, that's what you do. Okay? Ain't about right or wrong. It's what works for you. Is it working for you? Then it works. If it don't work, you might want to change. But if it's working, go for it. TD, my dude, I ain't hit him for a while, but he was right about one thing. Excuse me. You found out what works for you, and then you work it. Be it sport, talent, sing, whatever, dance, out. But mine's is teaching. I'm working the hell out of it. Getting rich, no, that's the least of my concern. I'm working the concept and the philosophy that works for me. Simple as that. I got you. Let me wrap this lesson up. And again, this is what I learned. First thing is listening to what? The spiritual scriptures, aka the teachings, or y'all call it the myth. Okay, but we have a system, a philosophy that once you study it and learn it, you get the understanding of it. Now what you do, you reflect on the teachings by what? Practicing them. You put them into use. That part I love. Why? Everything I learned, I tried. Everything that I tried it, and all of it worked. Who'd have known? Who'd have thought? And I can speak from what my own experience. I ain't gonna worry about what Jack told me. No. I can tell you from my own experience. I'm old school. You can trust me, but I don't trust you. Why? I'm gonna make sure I got what I need to know so I can give it to you. And if you trust me, you're good. If not, go get it yourself. I don't care. But I'm just trying to tell you, I'm just like that. I don't trust nobody. Who I trust me, that's who. You should do the same thing. I can tell you all the time. But the third part is this the best part. And you notice in the mystical experience, the regular program, religion, the third stage is the mysticism and the metaphysics. Okay? They didn't say nothing. And the second one, even African religion tells you about the ecstasy, the blissed out, the hotep, that feeling good, becoming one with God, that transcendental experience, right? And both of them, they get you there, but the third one, this is how it's done, through meditation, daily meditation. I'm a practicing yogi over 10 years now. I know for a fact, if you're not spending time giving him his, everything else is for naught. I can tell you that. If you're not meditating, you ain't communing with your higher self. That's the purpose of meditating, because it's all mental. All is mental. God is mental. And when that heart and mind becomes one, that's the connection that they trying to get you to. I know that. Why? Because I studied, learned, and then did it. So I know that. They just put it a different way. I just put it to you, showed you. Simple as that. And they all claim to get you to the same place. And they all do, if done it correct. Trust me. Again, I never said it didn't work. Okay? But if misinterpreted, misunderstood, it won't work. Like the GPS say turn right and you go left. If you ain't listen to the guys, why even listen? Why even cut it on? If you know you're going, you don't need the GPS. Simple as that. In life, half of us, a lot of us, don't know where we're going. So just get your GPS. I'm the spiritual GPS. I'm just here to guide you. Moving on. Trust me. If you don't know, I do. Why? I've done it. I know the way. That's why. Moving on. Wrap this up. Appreciate you tuning in. The complete program, again, of religion has 3 steps. I just gave them to you, which are necessary to be able to achieve your goal in religion. Again, there's a goal for y'all. I know that, do y'all? A lot of y'all just want to be religious, just want to go to church and just praise the Lord, and think life is just about going to church and praise the Lord. No, you got to live. You got to do. You got to be in order to get what you want. What? Blessings. Ain't that what you want? Ain't that what your religion promise you? That if you do good, God will bless you? Ain't nothing changed. But watch this. The highest goal of religion is to what? Discover and experience, aka Netter or God. Again, all religions go to do just that. Any spiritual movement that includes these steps can be called authentic religion. Again, the philosophy that we practice, the ways you do it, it's all called religion. Understand that. And what's this? Regardless of the name that it may be given by the culture, again, that practice them. You call it whatever you want, but that's what it is. But these steps include, again, universally, the myth, the ritual, and the mysticism, or what they call the metaphysical. That table I just read you above shows how these 3 steps or stages will manifest in African religion, second column, and also the same program is enjoined in the practice of what? Egyptian yoga, column 3. It didn't say that much about column 1. The intent in column 1 is there, we see that. But the carrying out of it, leaves a little bit to be desired, excuse me. But when your Egyptian yoga, aka Simatawi, I call it right thing philosophy, that's what we practicing, trust me, that's what it is, may be thought of as this. My right thing philosophy may be thought of as what? The advanced discipline, because that's what it's based on. Your self-discipline. I just gave you a lesson. Self-discipline, mastering self-discipline will lead to what? Self-mastery. Well, they tell you right here, advanced disciplines to be what? Practiced daily in order to what? To promote and reach your highest goal in the religious movement. In any one of the whole idea is to practice it daily. And you'll reach the level. Simple as that. In African religion, storytelling, the purpose was to achieve the purpose of what? Transmuting myths, stories, concepts, which what will contain the basic concepts of human identity, dealing with your ego, your higher self, spiritual self, as part of your culture, and it offers more insight into what? Into the nature of our universe. Myths also what? Contain a special language right there. It's the reason for the myth. It contains a special language of what? You ready? Self-knowledge. It's all for you, instruction for you to have knowledge of who you are. That's the purpose of the myth. That's the language that it speaks. It's an esoteric message. It's an esoteric language. If you don't understand it, I don't get it. I missed it. Yeah. Okay. Have somebody break it down for you. Have somebody give you what they call a synopsis, a breakdown. You might be getting it at 12th grade level, but your level might be at the 4th or 5th grade, so somebody can break it down for you, okay? Simplify it so you can actually work it like a fraction, okay? Make it workable. You got to have your understanding to make it work for you, right? And where we at? I did all that. Well, I hope so. I hope I didn't miss a whole level. I think I did. Sorry about that. But it tells you here, when we got from the temple, when you come to the temple, you're making offers outside the temple. But if you come into the outer court area with the peristyle hall, this means that what? Oh, I did that. Sorry about that. I did get that out the way. I was like, what? Did we end up at the Holy of Holies with Amin Robert talk? Yeah, I hope so. I did that. No, I didn't. I missed the whole paragraph, y'all. Sorry about that, but you never know. So moving on. Let me wrap this up. Yo, man. All right, I see the clock running. I didn't wrap this up. When you use proverbs that provide what we call moral education for what? An ethical society. The Mayat philosophy led to an ethical and moral disciplined society across the board. Okay? The rituals are formal, ceremony, and informal what? Virtue living. You practice what you learn. You practice what you preach. You practice what you teach. That's what I do. And practicing this daily, which will allow you, the human being, to now what? Come into harmony with what? With within oneself, your higher self, aka Haru and Set. They got to come together and unite as one. And that's the environment of what? Your spirit. That's what's inside you. There's a war going on, a moral war, conflict, lower self, higher self. It's been going on forever. Your job is to put the higher self in position so it will control the lower self, hence self-mastery. All right. This movement eventually leads one to in what? Ecstatic experience. We call it blissed out. Christians call it anointed, Christhood, which transcends what? You ready? Time and space. That's what makes your spirit eternal. Why? Once it connects with God, it's in where it needs to be. Forever, eternity. It don't worry about years. It don't worry about getting old. That's the physical body. So when the physical body wear out, you go on into eternity. That's immortality. That's what we know is immortal about our spirit. It don't die. The physical body do. And if you're ignorant of that, you think you're dying too. And guess what? You will consciously, but the spirit won't. Moving on. And what happens? When you master time and space, transcendent, knowing yourself at the highest level, this now allows you, the human being, to what? To discover and experience what? True connection or true communion with the divine, aka God, within oneself. That's knowing thyself. That's spiritual enlightenment. Again, we break it down as much as we could. I got some more about the whole purpose of the temple. Oh, it's about to get good. Hope you enjoying the lesson. I'm doing my thing now. I'm having fun. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100, minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who passed away. We want to talk about that missing chapter or missing paragraph.